What characteristics do you look for generally when you're looking at VC partnerships?
If you look at the small venture funds that we're funding, and we've funded some of the most successful ones in the history of the venture business, interestingly enough, they typically fall into three categories. If you could stereotype them or categorize them, I think, the first one is it's an individual or two or three people that are at a brand name firm that's typically large that love working together and they want to start their own business, right? And that they have a lot of experience, they have a lot of relationships, both with the entrepreneurs as well as with the other venture funds and people that focus on their sector. So a lot of times they're sector focused. And then they know some LPs because they were at a Battery or a Venrock or a Kleiner or Sequoia or whoever. And so they're spinning out, starting their own business. That's the first category. I would say in terms of new venture fund managers, that's kind of not the easiest category, but like the one that a lot of LPs focus on just because they get to know the people when they're in these other businesses like at NEA or something. Right. And then they can, have a relationship and fund them when they spin out. The second category are people like you and I, which, we came from the entrepreneur side, the scrappy start your business to try to, be different and compete and have a new product and invent something. Those individuals typically are just like you or I, where, they made some money from their last company, they had a success or two and sometimes three or four, and they want to, take their capital, invest it, and then bring LPs along for the ride. So that's the second category. We've been very active in funding those just because that's kind of where we came from. So we felt like we could understand that group of people better than most and relate to them. And then the third is someone who's got an amazing angel network. Maybe they came from Google or Facebook or somewhere like Microsoft or whoever, and they were doing angel investing while they were there or when they left. And they have this, a network of people that are spinning out of these hubs of, engineers. So if you look at the engineering talent around Silicon Valley, it moves around into different groups of, innovative companies. And specifically now you've got all these engineers retooling themselves to be AI engineers. But if you follow the engineers and you follow the talent, and you know who they are, and it helps to have worked with them before at one of these larger firms, and you can seed fund them. It's differentiated deal flow and it's top talent. So we funded a group of folks that have been like that. So I would say those are the three main. There's others too, but I would say 80+% of the venture capitalists that are managing these seed funds or A round funds are in those buckets.